Thank you guys for coming out. My name is Ian. That's not a stage name. I know I don't look like an Ian. I don't got Ian face. I know that because I told a girl my name once and she was like, Ian. But that's a Scottish name. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, let me guess. Was your mom really into Scottish culture as a child? And I was like, nah. She was just really into me getting job interviews as an adult. I just turned 28. I'm a millennial. I feel like millennials don't get the respect we deserve. I'm lying. We don't deserve respect. 28 is cool though, but a lot of people think being 28 is better than it really is, especially older people. When you tell an older person you're 28, they get excited for you because they start to think back to their life when they were in their 20s and everything they had already accomplished. But sometimes you gotta remind them, like, times are different now. Like, the economy is different. Every time I tell an older person I'm 28, they're like, oh my God, you're 28 years old? You are in the prime of your life. Enjoy them, because these are the prime years of your life. This don't feel like the prom though. Because last week I decided to add guacamole to my order at Chipotle, and that fucked up my finances for the rest of the month. I'm still bouncing back from that. Dating-wise, it should be your prime. I get that. When I turned 28, my uncle came up to me. He was like, Ian, listen, you're 28 now. That's the perfect age for a man. He's like, because now you're old enough where you could date older women, but you're still young enough where you could date young women, and it's not weird. So you get to go both ways. And I was like, that's not what going both ways means. Like, why do you keep saying that? We're in a bathroom. Give me advice at another time. And I went out to celebrate my birthday. I thought 28, that's a big age. We go celebrate. I got into an argument with this older white dude at the bar. He was cool. We was all drinking. But when he found out I was only 28, he got upset with me. He just got annoyed. He was like, I hope you know that you are part of the worst generation in American history. He was like, you guys are selfish, y'all self-absorbed, and y'all too busy on Facebook all the damn time. And I was like, all that is true. But I wouldn't say we're the worst ever. There was a generation of Americans that used to enslave other people. I used to think they were the worst. But then I went on Facebook and I saw all my friends talking about how Kanye West should be our next president. And I was like, you know what? It's probably a tie. I don't think there's a worse. And I'm not one of those naive millennials. Like, I get it. I understand why the older generation think that my generation is so screwed up. But keep in mind that you guys raised us. So take some responsibility for what you created. Parents act like they have no idea why we turned out like this. And it's like, oh, you don't remember? When you gave me a trophy for coming in 11th place? This is what you created. I hate when older people get cocky though. Sometimes I meet people that get cocky. Older people be like, oh, nah, I was raised in the 70s. I'm old school. I was raised in the 80s. I'm old school. I'm from a different time. I guess old school, that means that you're tough, right? But in 40 years, old school is gonna have a complete new meaning. Like one day, one of our grandkids is gonna run up to us like, Grandpa, can we go get some pizza? And we're gonna look back at him like, pizza? I'm old school, nigga. You know I can't eat gluten. And that's gonna be the meaning of old school. We're gonna have to sit our kids down one day and explain to them, like, listen, I was raised in the 2000s. It was a dangerous time. bread was the #1 killer in white males 18 to 35.